This is video 3 of 5 in the Mapping Your Community training video series to assist local governments in identifying and mapping geographic areas with significantly disproportionate concentrations of underserved populations to address requirements related to conducting a major equity analysis contained in the transportation planning rules. In this video, we will provide an orientation to the web map and show you how to prepare it to map and then print the underserved populations you identified using DLCD's Oregon Community Explorer dashboard, as shown in the previous video. As a reminder, DLCD is providing these training videos and the accompanying guide as part of their technical assistance program. This guidance is a resource both for cities required to meet requirements in the transportation planning rules and for those wanting to enhance their community engagement. This guidance is intended to assist in the interpretation of an administrative rule, but does not itself have the force of rule. This guidance includes recommendations that are one way to be consistent with the rules, but other data sources and methods are also allowable. To get started, open the Community Explorer web map. You can find the link on DLCD's Equitable Engagement webpage, linked in the description below. The web map contains the same data as the Oregon Community Explorer dashboard reviewed in part 2 of this video series, but in the web map you will have the ability to adjust the appearance of the map to create a more focused view on your variable of interest. This web map uses the ArcGIS online platform provided by ESRI. You can find additional documentation on using ArcGIS online web maps on the ESRI website, linked in the video description. When you open the map, it defaults to showing the entire state of Oregon. Start by zooming the map until your community fills the map frame. You can do this using the scrolling function on your mouse or by using the map controls in the bottom right of the screen. You can click and drag the map to center it on your community. We will continue using Salem-Keizer as an example in these training videos. Next, you'll want to turn off map layers you won't need. Select the Layer button on the far left-hand side of the screen. A list of all map layers will appear on the left panel. You can turn layers on and off by clicking the eye icon on the layer list. Layers are turned off when the icon has a diagonal slash through it. We recommend you start with only 2 layers visible, urban growth boundary and the population estimate layer. So we will turn off Metropolitan Planning Organization and city limits. If you're interested in learning more about map layers, visit the link for the ESRI documentation in the description. The layers that remain are displaying information for the entire state of Oregon. We need to filter these layers so only your city is showing. There are 2 good reasons to do this. The first is that it makes a cleaner map, focusing attention on the topic at hand. The second reason is relevant to the work we will be doing in the next video. If the population estimate layer is displaying the entire state, your legend will show values that don't exist within your city. High concentrations of populations elsewhere in the state could skew the results in your analysis. Start by selecting the population estimate layer on the layers menu. You will know you've done this successfully because the blue bar will appear on the selected layer in the list, and the Properties panel will open on the right side of the window. On the far right side, click on the Filter button to open the Filter menu. Click Clear All button at the top of the filter panel to remove any existing filters, and then click Add New. In the first box, select the UGB with the greatest overlap with this hex. That is what you're going to filter. The second dropdown should stay as the default is, and then select your UGB from the third dropdown, Salem-Keizer. Make sure to save this filter before continuing. You can see that all of the hexagons outside the Salem-Keizer UGB have disappeared. We also want to filter the urban growth boundaries layer so that you don't see urban growth boundaries from other cities on the map. We will do the same thing, select the layer. The filter panel opens by default. There's no filter to start with, so we can just add new. Here we will be selecting UGB name and then finding Salem-Keizer. You could scroll down in this list, or as with the dashboard, type in the search. And again, we will click Save. If you have successfully applied the filter, you should now see only your city's UGB on the map and only the hexagons within that UGB. Your web map is now set up to begin mapping variables of interest and printing those maps. Please proceed to the next video to learn how to map a specific variable of interest.